check this. People said it would be a good video. Exposing CSGO's criminal underworld. All the criminals in the chat right now, 1KW. Maybe we're getting exposed in this video.
You shouldn't get involved with unless you're willing to deal with the worst types of people on this planet.
Let's see, bro.
The CSGO market has a dark side you probably shouldn't get involved with unless you're willing to deal with the worst types of people on this planet. From scammers to cheaters to real criminals buying unicorn stickers on the marketplace with dirty illegal money. In this video, we've been exploring many different ways criminals use CSGO items to make money,
cool.
starting from the most trivial activities to ones which threaten the very existence of the Steam marketplace and the Valve Corporation itself. Yeah, told you it was gonna be dark. Anyway, grab a drink, grab a friend, get comfortable, you know, and follow along as we explore the murkiest corners of CSGO that you're not supposed to be aware of. Oh, and by the way, legal disclaimer, don't commit crimes.
Let's see it. Guys, we're giving him a chance. I think it's new CSGO YouTuber. I like to see new videos. I want to see what's up.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you enjoyed the video.
He seems to put in the work. Scamming.
ohnePixel, thanks for subbing.
I think for all the subs,
the easiest and most common way for criminals to start making money on CSGO is obviously by scamming. You guys are probably well aware of them and the methods they use. We've seen quite a few on this channel already, ranging from sending out fake trade offers, to impersonating marketplaces bots, to pretending to be reputable cash traders and convincing their victims to just send them their items. Though this last one probably requires a few months at being a scumbag to be successful. These kinds of scammers mainly use social engineering to get what they want, so basically by just exploiting vulnerabilities in the human mind, like lacking experience or being too trusting. They usually operate.
I remember we interviewed one of those people on stream. If you remember, that was one of the VODs that I kinda like. I think I deleted that VOD. That was one of the only times I deleted a VOD. Why? Because everybody went crazy and was like, how do you like give those people a platform? Like I interviewed like 4 different scammers. I don't think I gave them a platform. We just made people aware of what's going on. Like I wanted to get into their mind, just how like Vice talks to like criminals as well, drug dealers and shit, right? That stream was cooked. Those people had zero remorse. I asked like, did you ever feel bad or something? Because they said that sometimes they have people in their friends list, right? They meet them in matchmaking. They see that they have expensive skins. They add them. They say, hey, do you want to play together? And then they like, over 1 year of like playing games with them, trying to get into their mind, becoming a friend. Then they pull an exit scam. Then they just take their skin. They don't care. Jesus. And they had zero remorse after that. Zero. Crazy.
Right alone, though sometimes we can see them form group together so they can vouch for each other, for example the infamous Georgian kids, but they rarely have any technical skills, so they're not really the sharpest tool in the sheds most of the time. Which is what makes them different from the next type of scammer on this list.
Phishing. I want to see what he told to this because we have some insights.
Phishing scammers to be a little more sophisticated than the social engineers we've just talked about. Phishing operations require some actual technical knowledge, like setting up websites to steal user credentials, creating bots, automatically cancelling and resending fake trade offers to victims, and scripts that can mass send out friend requests to anybody with a somewhat valuable inventory. You can click the video on the top right if you want to see how phishing websites actually operate behind the scenes. It's also important to know that there are 2 types of phishing scammers. There are the site owners and the workers. The workers are those who talk directly to their victims and spread the phishing links they're provided for by the owner, who just manages the entire scamming infrastructure. So the web.
It's a whole hierarchy when it comes to phishing scams. We had the scammers show their dashboard of the API scams like that were going on. I don't know if it's still this way. If it's still just like how it was back in the day. But back in the day, it was like, I think we did the interview 1.5 years ago. And it's basically people owning a whole service around like phishing scams. And then there's the puppets below it. Those are the people that reach out to you with like fake websites and stuff. At least that's what happens mostly, as far as I know. That then try to get people to use their link. And it's kind of like an affiliate system, you know? If you phish somebody using your link, you get like a percentage of whatever got scammed in that fucking thing, but it all goes over this one website, over this one dashboard, over this one like fucking service that some I don't know masterminds fucking created or whatever, and then there's people just using that to scam people with and try to like get as many people like under the link, and they can see who's under their link, you know, who's registered. Whose API key they got and everything. It's a whole affiliate-based system. It's crazy.
Website, the bot, and the cashing out process. Workers are usually paid a cut of whatever they manage to steal. So as you can see,
wonder how he
it's a
knows
nice little
this.
scamming enterprise they got there, so maybe we'll see them be traded on the stock market as an actual company in a couple of years. Speaking of market,
I don't think this is too common knowledge.
the problem with being a scammer is that it's so
clueless.
too personal. Like, you're literally stealing from somebody who's probably struggling just as much as you are, just in a different country. You have to be a pretty cold motherfucker to be a successful scammer, which isn't every criminal's cup of tea. Therefore, some are more drawn in less personal activities, like market manipulation. Market manipulators would be looking for any item that's so ugly and undesirable that there's almost no demand for it, but that's still rare enough to also be in low supply. They would then buy as many of them as they could, driving the market price up artificially. Gambling and trading sites, who had pretty unsophisticated ways of pricing items on their site at the time, would see that a particular item's price had gone up on the market and would then adjust the price of said item on their site accordingly. And that's when manipulators would dump their entire supply on the site, unfortunate enough to fall for the fake price, and trade it for more desirable, but most importantly, accordingly priced items. This method used to be an issue back in the days when CSGO wasn't as big as it is, but the introduction of the 7-days trade hold in 2018, gambling and trading sites using more sophisticated technology to price items accurately, and the CSGO market just growing and becoming less susceptible to blatant manipulation made it so this method isn't as profitable as it used to.
This still happens. It's a whole. It's like a mouse and cat game. It's the whole time, like, I don't know, pricing operators trying to like find every single like market manipulation that's going on and everything, you know. But nowadays it's pretty much fixed. I don't know. Back in the day, I remember every single fucking site, if I'm not mistaken, used Steam Analyst. This was like the key pricing tool. You probably remember that as well. You used this probably back in the day for just like getting prices on the skin, right? Back in the day, you didn't pay 90% buff for cash trades. No, you paid like whatever percentage of Steam Analyst price, like, I don't know, 70%, I can't remember the percentage that it was. This was, back in the day, the #1 pricing fucking thingy, and sites also relied on that, but they're not the best at fucking seeing item manipulation. Sometimes, you saw like some stat track Nova Walnut in a weird condition, rare condition, getting absolutely manipulated the fuck out of it. Just going up by like 1,000%, and then people stocked up on it, and they dumped those on sites that used that certain pricing operator. For example, I don't know, things got dumped onto CS Deals, onto all those trading sites, similar to CS Money.
Used to be.
Match fixing. Ooh.
The CSGO professional scene isn't immune from morally dubious individuals looking to make a quick buck. Match fixing is basically a pro team betting against itself on an upcoming match and then intentionally throwing that game to claim the winnings from betting. The biggest match fixing scandal in the history of CSGO is, as you may know, the iBuyPower vs NetCodeGuides match, where members from the iBuyPower team intentionally threw a match they were extremely favored to win, so they could win the bets they had placed against.
I wonder how many more match fixes or bigger match fixes, like with bigger returns, are undiscovered. There must be so fucking many. So fucking many. The IBP one wasn't even that big, was it? How much did they make? I don't think it was that much.
Themselves on CSGO Lounge. They made in total around $10,000 from this.
Yeah.
So each player barely made like
What the
$1,000 from the scheme. This
Of
scheme
course
was
it's a lot, but for match fixing, holy. Of course this was back in the day as well. I don't know, probably nowadays. I don't know, there may be much more going on now.
was a few months later though, and every iBuyPower player except one who had not accepted his cut of the heist was permanently banned from participating in any event organized by Valve in the future.
10K to destroy your career.
Destroying the careers in esports. Match fixing is obviously still an issue nowadays, but it seems to be taken more seriously by authorities now that esports is getting more mainstream attention. So yeah, good luck out there, you wannabe match fixers.
Copyright violation.
For those of you who weren't aware, skins aren't designed by Valve employees, they're made by the community. If you create a skin design and upload it on the workshop, and Valve chooses to add it in their next case, you'll get a cut of the sales your skin generates on the market, which can be pretty significant if people really like it. While this process is pretty good for artists to make money off of their creation, it can also be abused by dishonest actors. For example, why do you think the Howl is the only skin in the game with a contraband quality? Well, that's because the original design was stolen. Yep, look at this. Here's what the Howl skin looks like today, and here's what it looked like originally.
So bad.
You can see there's a clear difference between the two. The original design was first uploaded on DeviantArt, and some random ass dude named Alzy just saw it and decided to download it before putting it on his skin with the help of an innocent skin designer without giving the original artist any credit. So yeah, Alzy was indeed ahead of the NFT trend.
I love how he also... Wait.
Without giving
How he also just put it as his profile picture. Who went all the way.
the
Not even his
original
art.
artist any credit. So yeah, Alzy was indeed ahead of the NFT trend. Good for him.
So proud
This
of
skin
it.
design was unfortunately chosen to be a covert skin in the Huntsman case, and Alzy was now able to receive money for stealing somebody else's work. For about a month before the original artist saw what happened to his creation and filed a DMCA takedown against Valve for copyright violation. Valve quickly removed the skin from the case. Alzy and the skin designer who helped him both were banned, and the Howl's design was changed to the one we see today, and the contraband quality was assigned to it. And while the Howl is the most notorious story of copyright infringement in the history of CSGO because of its impact on the market, it wasn't the only time hard thieves tried to swindle the community out of money. The M4 Griffin, the AK frontside Misty, and the Just Trolling sticker were all items based on stolen artwork, and they all received the same
I
fate.
remember that. Do you remember? The P250 Mendy incident? When everybody went crazy, I think after Max Skillet released a video of how the P250 Mendy may get like contraband or something. Because this art is like, I don't know, like it's something as well, it's used somewhere else or whatever. And people said, oh yeah, this is not like the OG artwork of the guy who submitted it. Bro, it went crazy in price back in the day.
Fate as the Owl, minus the contraband part to the dismay of many market speculators. Check out this video from Jesus on the top right if you want to know more stories of stolen skin design.
CSGO learned from this as well, because after this, I remember T-Rex, like a good friend, who's also the creator of Frostbite map from Danger Zone, and he also makes some skins. And he always keeps track, or he releases like stats of the percentage of new skins in cases that already had a skin in the game prior to this, you know? And Valve loves to release skins from people that they already know, you know? Because they are, you know, they're not potentially digging a new hole of like, oh yeah, this guy may be copyright, like infringing this guy, that guy. No, they're always taking like 50%, I think, in new cases, creators that already have skins in the game, where they already did their background check, you know? So it's kind of hard if you're a new creator, like with the whole fucking, if you just start making skins. Valve really, really likes to take people that already have skins in the game. Because then it's less of a problem with the whole copyright thingy. They can trust those people more than just a new guy, you know? Gambling sites. Ay.
Gambling is an activity that notoriously fits very well with criminal activity. Online gambling? Even more. Online gambling with unregulated virtual currency,
Jesus.
like skins?
That moment! Oh my god! That moment is so stupid. YouTube Phantom Lord, how do you call it? Oh my god, bro. Rolls back. How's this video called, bro? This fucking shit, bro. Can I even show this on stream?
Are you
Is this the one? It's so dumb.
96.2. If I lose this, I'm retiring.
were
I'm
cooked.
I'm just gonna run out on the street naked right now.
Bro. Absolute brain rot. Jesus.
What the fuck was that?
Jesus. The whole chat just goes, Lemao, what the fuck, lol. These were the best times. I mean, not gonna lie. Phantom Lord, he was, I don't know, I used to watch Phantom Lord. I used to watch this Dragon Lord trade-ups and everything. I even watched some LoL content. He always played this Karthus guy and shit, right? He was a good entertainer. I had fun watching him. Of course, he's a fucking scumbag human being, apparently, but I don't know. I had fun watching him.
The jackpot! Yep. Virtually every CSGO gambling site operates within a grey market, with some sites going into borderline black market territory in their scumminess. For example, who remembers Team Martin and Pro Syndicates, YouTubers and streamers who were promoting their own gambling site named CSGO Lotto by pretending to only be sponsored by said site? When the actual illegal scheme got exposed, a lot of people thought these two might go to jail because of that, or at least receive huge fines as punishment. But instead they got a warning from the FTC, so basically just a slap on the wrist, and got away with it pretty much scot-free, except for a destroyed reputation and being the subject of an endless source of memes. Some other gambling sites on the other hand were just—
Why the fuck did they not get charged? That is crazy to me still. They're just doing YouTube now like nothing happened, right? Let me see. And other people as well. Yeah, bro, his YouTube is still doing well for everything that happened, right? Jesus, man, I got like 10 channels. 2.8 million views.
complete and utter scams. For example, CSGO Wild, which was exposed for having a fake, provably fair system to generate bet outcomes, and was using undercover bots to win bets against their own users, so effectively straight up stealing from them. When the scam was exposed on Twitter, the site got shut down pretty much immediately, stealing everyone's balance in the process, obviously, and it never reopened again. Good riddance.
What a wild fucking time, no? Money laundering.
This kind of criminal activity is probably the most severe out of everything we've seen so far. Like, don't get caught laundering money, buddy, because you'll be going to jail. There are many laws in place around the world to reduce the amount of money getting laundered, and companies caught not enforcing those laws, for example, implementing AML and KYC measures on their customers, can receive huge fines and a visit from the IRS. And trust me, nobody wants a visit from the IRS. Anyway, all this to say that Valve doesn't want to mess with the government, and especially not the IRS. And so, they're ready and willing to take drastic measures to reduce the amount of money laundering going on the Steam community market. So when they see a huge amount of people creating Steam accounts and buying huge amounts of CSGO keys with stolen credit card information in order to resell them and let Valve deal with the chargebacks after that, they ain't too happy about it, and they're gonna do something to stop that. In 2019, for example, Valve permanently suspended the buying, selling, and trading of CSGO keys on the market and between traders. Just like that, out of nowhere. And I shit you not, this is what Valve said to explain this sudden decision.
Worldwide fraud networks have recently shifted to using CSGO keys to liquidate their gains. At this point, nearly all key purchases that end up being traded or sold on the marketplace are believed to be fraud sourced.
Nearly all keys sold on the market came from credit card fraud, they said.
Sheesh.
I remember back in the days when I wanted to open some cases, I'd always buy them from the market and not from Valve directly, because they were somehow cheaper on the market, even though there was an intermediary between me and Valve. And like, even at the time when I was a dumbass, I didn't understand like the economics behind it. Yeah, but I guess that we now know why.
Decent video, bro. This is not chat for like a first. This was a good video. WL, I'll give it a like. I'll give it a comment. Good video. Keep it up. That was good. He had more like it wasn't just like a talk video. No, he actually had like some good insights, I feel like. Or like he did his research, you know, before talking. He knew what he was talking about. I like that shit. I learned some stuff. This was nice. W, bro. Maybe his mic and shit, like audio could be a little bit better, like the music a little bit lower. But that was good. Are you serious right now?